Today on OsoGrandeKnives TV, we are looking at one of the most unique and intriguing combat knives that was ever made. This is the Spyderco Pygmy Warrior Combat Fixed Blade Knife. It's the model FB29 GPS BBK. And it is based on a design by Michael Echanis. The original Warrior's design was intended primarily for use with the reverse grip, and it was inspired by the Korean martial art of Hwa-RangDo. These are produced in limited quantities, and as a matter of history, Almar produced some of these in limited quantities. Also, Round Eye Knife and Tool and Bob Taylor produced these in limited quantities, as well as the Pocket Hobbit and the Warrior knife. And it's always been one of my favorites. Here you have a nice area for your thumb to rest on. There's a number of tactical advantages to this knife, which I will not claim to state that I do know them all, but I can see just by looking at it that there's a lot of different options here. You have 4 deep finger holes or choils, a nice position for your thumb. Here you have serrations on the spine of the blade for back cuts. You also have a kind of a banana-shaped blade there. As usual, the Spyderco knives come very sharp right out of the box. You have a swedge grind on here. The blade steel is the Carpenter CTS BD1 steel. A very excellent blade steel. Here you have a window breaker on the butt end, or a skull crusher. You have a very small little lanyard hole there. I'd like to see a little bigger one than that. The scales are G10 and they're removable. Another nice thing and unique thing about this Spyderco model is looking down from the top, you can see how thick this handle really is. Okay, if you look very carefully, you'll see that there's 2 scales on each side of the handle. So if you want to handle this a little bit thinner in your hand, you can just simply remove these scales and take one off, or take one off of each side to make it even thinner. Or if you want to, just take them all off and have a skeletonized handle. It is full-tang. So you have that option. That's a nice feature. Thank you, Spyderco. Again, the blade steel is the CTS BD1 G10 stackable scales. It's got the hollow ground blade grind, plain edge on the lower edge, spider edge on the upper edge. And the sheath is a Bulletron, which is like a Kydex. So now what they're calling this is Bulletron. It looks to me like a regular Kydex, but it's a little smoother than Kydex. You have a number of eyelets on here. You can fasten it onto your gear in a number of different ways. This one comes with a Spyderco G-clip, which is very nice for putting it on your belt. Very simple, lightweight, no metal on there. Just a real nice little clip system. And since it has all these different holes in there, you can mount it at 45-degree angles or 90-degree angles. Just a lot of different options there for you on the carry of this knife. The blade length measures in at 4.6 inches. Overall, it measures in at 9.25 inches. The edge is 3.9 inches long, and it weighs in at 7 ounces, which is a solid but not too heavy knife. It feels very good in the hand. And these are made in Golden, Colorado, USA. Again, this is the Spyderco Pygmy Warrior Combat Fixed Blade Knife. And these are made in very short supply. You can purchase these on OsoGrandeKnives.com. We thank you for watching. And please stay tuned for more knife reviews.